Do psychedelic and theogenic practitioners need to have a church in order to be legally protected within the United States? I'm psychedelic attorney Greg Lake. I get this question a lot. I've explained it a lot, but let me break it down for you real quick. And in order to do that, let's just back up for a second, right? Let's think about the First Amendment and the rights enumerated therein. More specifically, let's think about the right to free exercise of religion. Now, I'm not sure if you're aware, but the rights, maybe with the exception of the right association, especially in the First Amendment, are individual liberties. Okay, so think that for a second. Now, if you needed another person or a church to co-sign your religious beliefs in order to protect your religious practices, would that be an individual liberty? Would that be an individual liberty? Okay. Let's take a step further. Let's talk about the Federal Religious Freedom and Restoration Act, which applies just to the federal government, by the way. But as we see in 42 U.S.C. Section 2000-1, in all three sections here, as you can see, it references to the person. It protects the person. Okay? And trust me, the government will hold you solely accountable. Okay? And so please remember that. So I guess in that vein, no, you don't necessarily need a church to be legally protected under the laws in the United States. However, as a psychedelic attorney, I've worked with over 150 entheogenic churches and practitioners across this country. Sure, if you have a community of more than 3 or more people, it could be advisable. And you say, well, Greg, why would it be advisable if you don't need it to be protected? Well, I really, in my personal opinion, twofold. One, obviously the tax exemption, right? All churches under the Constitution and the tax code are automatically tax exempt, meaning that when you file with the state and get approved and get your EIN number, let the IRS know that you're a church, you're automatically tax exempt. And that's what 508c1a says. You do not have a 508c1a. There is no such thing, okay? But number two, a church allows you to build a corporate record where you put your statement of beliefs, you put all your health and safety forms, your diversion forms, policies and procedures, right? And under most rules of evidence, a corporate record is going to be easily admissible and highly probative evidence, especially when it comes to your religious beliefs. Judges would rather read it than hear it from your mouth. I can promise you. Okay. Now, for the people who don't have a community and don't have a need for a church, you're not completely out the water, but you do want to take some extra steps and precautions, along those lines. So to that effect, I would encourage. I have a website, www.entheoesq.com, where I have a solo guide and facilitator legal trading course and 9-form suite to help keep you protected without having a church. Go check it out or hit me up here on the gram. Much love, everybody. Have a great day.